Okay, y'all. Here we are, final day of Tulsa Tough. Crybaby Hill. Y'all, when I tell you, this was seriously the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm being so honest. Like, this was freaking tough. Look at my power, y'all. I'm granted, I'm 180 pounds on a bad day, 175 on a good day. It was 100 degrees. This big boy is climbing this hill. It was brutal. This was my first Tulsa Tough, my first Crybaby Hill. I didn't even pre-ride. So this is my, look at that, 930 watts. Holding like 700 for the most part up this thing. This first ascent was so eye-opening. Number one, the amount of insanity right here. Look at these crazy people that know nothing about bikes. They're all drunk, half naked. This is Tulsa Tough. Anyway, look at that. Heart rate's already 150. It's already 100 degrees. Brutal. Brutal. Here I'm like, wow, what's happening? This is like, seriously, at this moment I was like, am I even going to make it a few laps? So, yeah, quickly I start to kind of realize how I'm going to have to race this if I even stand a chance of surviving. All right, so nice, significant downhill here. I quickly realized this is an opportunity to recover. It's not huge, but it's better than nothing, right? I mean, I'm literally coasting for probably 20 or 30 seconds. Only problem is, right after you recover, you know, look at this first start, so wide. 800 watts, right? Trying to get back on, making sure I don't get dropped on. Look how strung out we are already. So, yeah, so I'm starting to try to figure out, man, how am I going to survive this? I think our race is probably 40 or 45 minutes, in theory. So, as we start to progress through the race, I start to realize the only way I'm going to survive is by making sure I'm not at the back of the pack at the start of this hill. Also, I've got to stop going to the outside here. I realize it's a horrible line with that grate there. There we are, 700 watts again, 600, just holding 6. See if we hit 7 again, almost 700 watts there. My buddy Bryn Miller, shout out to Bryn Miller for screaming his head off of me. Dude, Bryn, that literally kept me attached a few times. Seriously. People shouting to close gaps, like, dude, we got, there goes Maximilian. Freaking powerhouse. And man, I'm already seeing separation up there. I'm like, this is not good. We're 2 laps in. Ooh, bad move on my part. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, 600 watts. Oh, I'm just, every time we'd hit this downhill, I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, I've survived another lap. Going wide again. 600, 700. Just putting down some power. There's a taco on my right. And we are strung out, y'all. This was freaking hard. All right, Maximilian on the right. Starting the climb again. Much better line this time, staying inside. Still 500, 600, 700 watts. Somebody getting popped already. Let's look for Mr. Bryn Miller there on the right. Oh, listen to those people. 600 watts. Just, I can tell Max is suffering there. Gotta stay on. This is the point where you gotta stay on at the top of the hill. I mean, it's like, had to stay. If you want to stay in the race, you had to be able to get back on right here. Still pedaling to stay on the downhill. So believe it or not, the race actually does chill out in a little bit. Kind of like, I don't want to say it's a lull, because man, it was not a lull. But we were not doing 800 watts of Crybaby every time. Unfortunately, spoiler for you guys. Yeah, Lauren Kuhn, thanks for the shout out. She was also keeping me motivated. Yeah, unfortunately, with about 20 minutes in, something happens. My chain drops. I hit a bump. I don't know. My chain stays. Literally snap. My carbon chain stays. Snap. My race is over. Maybe that was the less painful way out of this race. I don't know. But I mean, I'm extremely stubborn, so I tough it out. I stay in it as long as I possibly can. And I was starting to feel better when I snapped my frame. Yeah, if you're watching this, now that I mention it, if you haven't, please like or subscribe or comment or one of the three. I don't know. Apparently, if you do enough of one of those, YouTube pays me. Oh man, listen to that. I need YouTube to pay me because I need a new bike. Need a new bike in a bad way. I'd also like to have like a drone. I think drones would be cool for making videos, race videos. But I really don't need a drone. It's just like a want, not a need. I need a bike. But I'm currently mountain bike racing because that's the only thing I can do. I have a mountain bike and a gravel bike. I've already pieced the road bike and I'm in the process of selling the pieces. So let's see, at some point here, Lauren on the left, throw some water on me. It was so hot, y'all. Let's see if I get some water this lap. Ah, there it is. No water. Yeah, I mean, this is the first race where I learned about pantyhose with ice. Amazing. Revolutionized my cooling methodology. Man, this corner's sharp. Look at that. And 750 watts. I know to some of y'all that's not huge, but I mean, I can't do a lot of that. I thought I couldn't. Then I came here and we do it every lap, so here I am doing it. Y'all, if you have not been to this race, even if you've been to it, doesn't matter. At the top of Crybaby where all these people are, it is like so hot. There's no wind movement, and at one point I felt like I couldn't breathe because it was so hot and stagnant up there. I mean, these people are just crazy. It looks like spring break at a college. Brain dropping an F-bomb, I think. I think he's telling me not to get dropped. Now, we are holding 100 degrees, but it felt like 120 degrees. I'm serious. Look at the gap, though, y'all. I am suffering on that climb. Heart rate's climbing to 160 now, but I'm getting back on. Every time I'm getting back on, and I realize if I can just suck it up and dig deep, you know, I can maybe stay with this. Look at that. Oh, Lauren, thank you for the shout out. And I'm back in it, y'all. So this was ultimately a race of attrition, and I think I knew it would be. I just didn't think it would be as clear as it was, you know, a race of attrition. This, I mean, it was just basically survive to the end, and who's there is there, you know. So making it however long I made it, 20-something minutes before I snapped the frame. I was just so happy to still be in it. Especially for someone that trains as little as I do. I don't want to say I don't train a lot, I do. But I'm not doing, I'm doing 10-hour weeks max. I got kids, a wife, a job, normal things. And yeah, I just don't have the time to put in those huge miles. So I have to do more quality than quantity. Shout out to all the dads out there for being a dad and also finding a way to be a bike racer. And you can just watch me kind of get dropped on the hills. I lose position on the climb, but again, I'm just trying to stay in it. 700 watts again. Look at that night owl, dude. Bro, I want whatever he's on. And you can see when some people mentally give up. I am not giving up. These are my people on the left. And then this is my team up here on the left as well. That's Lauren, who races for United too, shouting. Oh, look at that. She nailed me with water. Felt so good. Oof. 600 watts. Push 600 again. Just putting down. My normalized power, y'all, when my frame snapped was like 340 or 360. I'll actually look it up while we're watching this. All right, y'all ready? Normalized power, 346. Sorry, I'm laughing just reading that. 346. Oh my gosh. That's a high for me. Max temperature says 102, average 100 degrees. All right, staying in it. Staying in it. There's the front of the race. I'm still there. Don't know how, but I am still there. Oh yeah, 2 bottles was a must on this course. I ran 1 bottle the day before at the Arts District, and it was barely enough. But this was a 2-bottle race. At least it would have been. Man, I'm just trying to find every way I can to recover. $50 green. Hashtag nope. Look at that heart rate all the way down to 140. So that was some really good recovery. Going outside again, just because it seemed like it was lulling so much. Like I said, kind of learned that I got to get up in the pack at the start of this hill, or I'm going to get dropped. Yeah, I couldn't sit in the back, and be able to get back on. So you see, I'm kind of falling back. Oh, look how hard they're working. So the race kind of lulled for a little while, slowed down. It wasn't just insane, and it kind of starts to pick up for a little bit, and I start to really realize, okay, if I really get lazy and I start to get in the back and start that hill, I am going to get dropped. And so I start making a conscious effort at some point here to really move up on the flat. More water, I think, right here by Stevie Emmons, I think. Boom, nailed it. So we get down here to the flat, and hopefully you'll see me do some work to get back up into the race. $520 watts. And look at that, we are just stringing out. Stringing out, probably with that preem. I think this is the lap that I almost get dropped. That's when I start to realize, hey, if I want to be in this, got to do something different. Oh, that was a much better line. Power's dropping, only hit 600 that time. Oh, there we go, 640. Yeah, so there it is. I can tell I am getting dropped. I'm no longer putting down the same power I was. And so, I'm starting to really deal with the demons in my head right here of like, man, do I bail or do I push? And obviously I make the decision to push, get back in. And so people are shouting at me, and you just cannot quit with people screaming your name. So yeah, just trying hard to get back in it right here. Just digging deep, 330 watts up there. Gonna come back out of this and really jump on, hopefully. Yeah, there's 400. And I think Lauren here can see I'm dropping. Yeah, tell me not to give up. So that's cool stuff. It actually, believe it or not, it works. So you can see the gap opened pretty big there. And I said, no, I'm not going to let that happen. So I dig, I think coming out of this corner, and I get back on. I've decided I am in this for the long haul. 500, 700, 800 watts, trying to get back onto that. And so I think I passed a few folks and kind of move on up here to make sure I'm not starting at the back this time. Not doing a great job of getting back in there, but rolling through a few people here. Rolling on through. Yeah, here we go. This may be... There it was. Chain stays, snap. Look at this dude running up, holding a baby and a cigar. God, this is a weird place. That's it, y'all. My race is over. Literally telling him my frame broke. So he basically tells me, I can walk through here. And this was like, guys, my heart rate's 150. It's 105,000 degrees. People are offering me beer. My multi-$1,000 bike has just broken. I'm just in a bad place right here. Look at the temperature's gone up to 102. And I'm just in a bad place. I'm mad. And it is what it is, you know, and then they put me with all these drunk people walking around, you know, and
Cracked
there's
my
a little
frame.
emotion.
Shit.
Yeah. I don't use a lot of profanity, but I was not happy. So I attempt to walk back to the tent where my buddies are, and I get caught in all these drunk, half-naked people, which maybe on a normal day would be okay, but not right here. Look at this. I'm just like throwing my bike over my head. Bad decision. Anyway, I spend a while trying to dig through this until I finally just give up. So, y'all, sorry I didn't finish the race. Is what it is. I'm not even going to say it. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, please. I need YouTube to pay me. And I'm going to do a specific video on the frame breaking, so stand by for that. I'll show pictures of the frame and stuff like that so you guys can see it. Anyway, to all my Cat 3 buddies, good job. And don't tell my wife, but I'll probably see y'all next year. All right, later, y'all.